Alrighty. Hello, everyone. What up, what up, what up, everybody? I am the Mademoiselle, and this is my channel. Welcome to another installment of The Mafia Speaks, where you guys send me your life stories and I give you advice, and the Mafia chimes in down below or in the live chat. Now, I'm sorry I had to push this down a little bit. My stomach is not feeling well, but I'm feeling a little bit better now. So, a lot of the stories today are a little bit shorter, but we're going to be talking about toxic relationships and friendships today. Mainly friendships, but there is a little bit of like relationships mixed in. Now, if you are new here, the way this works is I never really read any of these. I kind of got a feel for them, and that's how I got the titles or whatever. Also, we are pretty objective here, so we try to be very what's the word, not rude, but we're really real. Okay. We're not going to be condescending, but we're not going to be out here coddling people's feelings. We call shit how we see it. And, at the same time, if someone's like 14 or 15, we're not going to be an asshole. Like if someone's young, someone's young. But if you, 28 your grown ass and you out here being stupid, we going to tell you that you're being stupid. So, I mean, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. And I'm not for the faint of heart. So yeah, I'm not, just not no bubblegum channel, and my subscribers are, probably just like me. So be very, very weary when you send in your stories because I'm pretty cutthroat. Also understand I got a little bit of ADD going on, ADHD, and it's hard for me to focus. So the stories I'm going to be reading are on this side. Cameras over here, chats over here. So understand that I'm not ignoring you guys whatsoever, but it's hard for me to pay attention to everything that's going on. So I read the stories, then I read what's going on in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's watching this afterward. I deeply appreciate y'all. I have to plug in the charger, y'all, before this thing dies. And also, yeah, like I said, I'm definitely going to read y'all comments afterwards. Let me get down here. You see, I'm always forgetting something. Hold up, y'all. Ugh. I don't want this to die. I don't want it to die. Oh Lord, what in the world's going on down here? I wish they would make these MacBook chargers like bigger. I mean, smaller. Wait. Oh my God, no. No, no, no. Guys, we got a problem. Is this plugged? Is this plugged? Y'all, so it's not plugged, but it's plugged. Like, you know how it'd be like half plugged? Oh, it's plugged. Let's just hope. Let's just hope. So it's like half plugged, but it's not real plugged, but it's plugged enough. But if I move, it's gonna unplug. So we're just gonna do it the ghetto way. And we just gonna not move. That's I get though we So but like the way this is set up, like I use a trick battery. So for all you guys who want to be YouTubers, there's a way for you guys to plug your camera battery into the wall so that it never dies. And it's plugged into an outlet that I would have to move backwards in order for this to be plugged properly. And I don't want this to disconnect. So I'm just gonna like leave this right here. So we're just gonna leave this just like this. All right. And thank you, Royal. That is my channel for my Haitian channel. That is my chair for my Haitian channel. That's the one I sit in for that channel. I don't use it for my main channel. I have different sections that I film in for different things. So usually when I do reactions, I'm supposed to sit on my couch. When I do my rants, I'm supposed to sit at my desk. Same thing with the Mafia. But I sit over here for my D Mafia, like in this angle. And then my wall is usually facing for my rants. And then over here, I'll sit for my Haitian channel. So, yes, as you guys see, we're going to be talking about someone being outed because they were recorded while having relations. And yeah, it's pretty nasty. Oh, God. We already got spam in here. Hold up. Let me block this person real quick. Oh, no. Block user because that's not what we're about to do. And that story is actually going to be second. So we're going to get into the first one real quick because, ooh, child. Ciao. So, first story. Friendship started from school when I was 11. Then we started hanging. Wow. Then we started hanging outside of school at the age of 15. My friend's mother was strict and would abuse her verbally and physically. My friend's mother would ask me the question, like, who is my daughter having relations with? And she is sexually active.
Why is she asking you that? I don't like when parents do stuff like that. I actually never, do I know anybody that's done that? Like, I would assume that as a parent, you would know that your friend is not gonna, like, your daughter's friends or not going to rat the kid out, like your kid out. Like, clearly, like, my friends' parents knew damn well, like, I ain't snitching. Like, I ain't snitching on my friend. Like, even if we stop talking, I ain't snitching. Like if your friend, I mean, your, I don't know. Like, what did she think he was gonna be like? Yeah, she's messing with Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like, I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, I would say no because she was not at the time. So wait, what? She and her mom was arguing. I am the girl who pulled out. Wait, what? I am the girl who pulled out a knife and I got really agitated. So I snatched the knife out of her hand before she did something. This escalated very quickly. I'm confused. Did you pull out the knife or did she pull out the knife? I'm lost. Did I read that right? I'm very, like, you just skipped around. I'm gonna keep reading to make it make sense. I was trying to calm the situation down and it did. That's none of your business. I would have called the cops. I don't have time for none of this. See, this is the problem with a lot of people. Why y'all think y'all be like Captain Save a Bitch? Like, that's one thing I think I'm gonna teach my kids before anything. That's none of your fucking business, bruh. If somebody fighting, you leave and you call cops, bruh. Somebody want to fight you, if they don't put their hands on you, that's none of your business, bruh. Like, that's none of your business. What the fuck are you trying to stop escalating something for? Now you about to lose your life over what? Now, how about if that knife would have sliced and diced your hand? Now you out here walking like this. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, y'all need to stop this bullshit. That's not even your family. That's your friend. And I bet you that's probably not even gonna be your friend for the rest of your life. Maybe it's because I'm Haitian. Like, one thing I can say all Haitian people have been instilled is Mamam, papam, pabums on me, which means my mom and dad never gave me friends. From the moment you were born, your parents tell you point blank period, they never gave you fucking friends. So they'll respect your friends, but anytime something goes wrong with a friend, they'll be right there at the door to tell you, told your ass you ain't never had no friends. Oh, I told you that person wasn't your friend. Who the hell said you had friends anyway? They'd be there to tell you straight up, like, you ain't had no friends anyway. Oh, well, oh, they stabbed you in the back and they fought you. I told you we ain't had no friends. Like, they'll be right there to tell you because it's true shit. Like, who in the world, like, because people be doing way too much for friends these days. Like, y'all be ready to really die over a friend for what? For what? Like, I'm telling you, like, there's people out there that are amazing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those people that have a lot of friends. Like, I literally have like 5 best friends that I've had since childhood. One of my best friends I've had since I was literally like 11, 10. So I'll tell you right now, I have amazing people in my corner. And these are people I've never had a fight with in my entire life. So I'm one of the exceptions of people that I know a good person when I see one. But at the same time, they never put me in a compromising position like this. I've never had situations where I had to like take a knife out their hand. This some bullshit. I'm confused. Let some shit like this happen. I'm sorry. Save myself. I'm now. Mm-mm. Mm. Let's see. So, all right. Fast forward the next year, she started to date this guy, and ever since she started to date that guy, wait, what? She started to date the guy, and ever since she started to date that guy, she started to change in the way she had sexual relations with him in the school multiple times. In the school? You shouldn't be friends with her anymore. She about to get caught up in some shit. But then she broke up with him 2 months later and started dating another guy, which she repeated the process. Okay, so your girl is a jump off. Your girl is a jump off. I'm sorry, that's not nice. That's not nice. You see, I'm sorry. That actually was not that wasn't called for. But your friend is exhibiting some very promiscuous behavior that is not conducive to a good friendship because she about to have you in some shit. Why is she out here just jumping from dude to dude and having relations with them? Honestly, I feel like, you know what? This is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like there's nothing wrong with dating, but when you're having like sex with these people at a young age, it's a problem. Like, I feel like it's nothing wrong with getting your feet wet at a young age, male or female, because I feel like late bloomers are at a disadvantage. When you're like dating at such a young age, like 10, 11, it's problem. But I feel like when you're like 15, 16, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. When you're having sex, that's an issue. But when people are like 26 and that's when they having their first date, no. Because now these men are going to be ringing around the rosy, because I know too many women that are too like high and mighty. Oh, I lost my virginity at 28 and now they get a divorce at 32 because they don't know shit. Like, they think they're so damn divine, like, because they lost their virginity so damn late. What is that on my eye? They think, oh yeah, I got married to the first man that smiled at me type bullshit. And they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing about how men work. They don't know nothing about how men operate. And my thing is, if you are gonna be like that, just make sure you don't tell men that, because some men are gonna respect you. Like, my man is the type of man, he respects women that are like that. He respects the women that are celibate or abstinent, or never looked at a man till whatever. But a lot of men, as soon as they hear, oh, she's a virgin and she never messed with a man till God knows when, he'll respect it. But a lot of men, as soon as they hear that, they're like, what? She don't know shit. I'm gonna run circles around her. And I just don't understand. It's weird. Like, it's weird. It's a weird thing. Like, you don't have to be ashamed about being a late bloomer, but you don't have to be like, it's weird, but you don't have to act like you're holier than thou either, right? You don't have to act like you're holier than thou. You don't have to be ashamed about it. But I feel like you have to have experience, because I feel like modesty culture, this is a video I'm actually going to be working on. Modesty culture is very detrimental when you're literally out here telling girls, because let's be real, they never tell men this shit, even though they try to act like, oh, men are pure too. No, the fuck they're not. Because in modesty culture, they're like, oh, women have to preserve themselves for the men. We have to help our men remain pure. Bitch, bullshit. Because most of the time it's geared towards women and how women have to remain pure and women have to do this, that, and the third. But these men are out here running muck. Okay, they out here like, it's strange. Like, why do we have to help men remain pure? Why can't we just raise boys to be better so that they become better assets to society, so that they become better men? I don't understand why the whole premise is based on women to be better. Why is the whole brunt of sexuality and shame being put on women? I just don't like it. So yeah, it's disgustingly ridiculous. And then all of these women are like getting into like fucking like their 30s and they don't know shit about men. All they're doing is going to school and going to whatever work, and they're just so focused on themselves that they don't know nothing about the opposite sex, and they're at such a disadvantage that they just get played. They out here getting left on dates. They out here getting, all types of horrible treatment from men because they don't know nothing. And they're so naive. And I just be sitting there like, oh my God, like, did you not know? Like, they'll be telling me their stories. And I'm like, how did you not know that this was a setup? Like, how did you not know he was trash? And I don't know. It's so weird because I just be thinking it's common sense. But it's like, oh man. Wow. Okay. She would also ignore people when he would cheat. What was the point? Okay. I care about her as a friend, but I want to distance myself. Girl, distance yourself, because what's going to happen is, okay. So, there's that series, there's that whole, oh my God, no, I unplugged it. Y'all, I'm going to have to disconnect this. Wait, I got it. So, how there's that whole saying of you are who your friends are? I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. I don't believe that. I believe you are who you are. However, I believe you have to be who you are strong enough so that other people do not group you with the people that you hang out with. I'm a person that came from the hood, so a lot of the people that I was around did not reflect who I was at all. I literally had friends that were doing a lot of questionable things, drug dealers, prostitutes, all types of crazy shit. Was I a prostitute? No. Was I a hoe? No. Was I a drug dealer? No. But looking from the outside in, there were people that would test me and try me because they saw me hanging out with certain types of people. But never would people ever come out their mouth to be like, oh, shorty of this, shorty of that. Hell the fuck no. Because my character was so strong that no one would ever really do it. Like, sure, some people would try me, or like, yeah, if I would take somebody nigga without even trying to take somebody nigga, they would try to be like, oh, da da da, she a that, she a that. But it would never be that deep to the extent of something where like it was like deemed true, if that makes sense. To this day, nobody in my hood could ever say that they fucked me because it wouldn't hold up in the court of public opinion or society because it would never be believed, you know? So it's one of those things where you're not your friends and you're not who you hang out with, but what your friends do will affect you. And that's what I live by. What other people you hang out with will fuck you over. And I adopted this philosophy because, you know what, I'm actually going to do a full-blown story time about this. And I was actually going to do this a long time ago, but I realized for some reason, y'all, I used to be the screenshot queen, y'all. But I can't find the screenshots of this situation. I actually brought this up a couple of times, and I said I was going to do story time, but I'm actually going to have to like go to the police station to find the police report about this. But I had a very ridiculous stalker in college because of my thought-ass friends literally stealing somebody's boyfriend in college that literally broke into my dorm room and stole my laptop and stole my roommate's laptop and stole her money. My roommate and I had nothing to do with this. I had not one body on that campus. I had nothing to do with it. However, because one of my friends wanted to be a whore, but yet a lot of my friends were some whore ass. You know what? Let me stop. A lot of them wanted to be promiscuous. Let me just be respectful about it. A lot of my friends wanted to be promiscuous, and one of them was sleeping with someone's boyfriend. Led that girl and her friends to lead a whole stalking plethora nonsense to the fact where our shit got stolen. So what's crazy about this is they were stalking us to the point where they were harassing us via text message, literally with like, I'm talking about Pretty Little Liar shit. And we couldn't prove it was them, but we just had a strong inclination it was them because by next semester she was gone because she had a baby by God knows who. But it was weird because like all of a sudden, like, y'all, it was the craziest story. And I wanted to find like the screenshots because the story sounds so out of bounds. Like the cops didn't believe us. The school didn't believe us. RAs didn't believe us. And the crazy thing is our shit got stolen on April Fool's Day. So the story sounds ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like, I kid you not. We went to the school and they were like, okay, we'll believe you guys tomorrow. And I'm just like, bro, like the fact that everybody thinks we're joking, like the fact that everybody thinks this is a lie. And it wasn't a lie. Like, and it's something that was going on for like months to the point where people didn't even want to hang out with us because they were like, oh my Lord, like, y'all really got a stalker. Like, we would be in the cafeteria like, oh, we see y'all whole asses in the caf. We're going to do freaking laundry. Oh, we see y'all bitches in the laundry. And it would be nobody there. So it would be like really creepy, but low-key scary. And it's like, yo, we're going through this because y'all want to be some hoes. Like, and what's really crazy about it is all of this is going on, and my friend and I, like me and my roommate, had nothing to do with this. Like, they weren't saying nothing about us. Everything that they were saying in these group chats was like salacious. I kid you not, Pretty Little Liars. But like, they're like, oh, blah, 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 got chlamydia. Blah, 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 got pregnant, but got an abortion. Blah, 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 was out here fucking and sucking da-da-da at 2 a.m. And the crazy part is you would think that all of this was fake. It was all real. All of it was real. And I'm just sitting here like, child. The thing is, I'm sitting here in the chat looking at my phone like, I'm looking at my phone like, honestly, I don't give a fuck because this ain't my business. I kept all my little business off that campus, okay? Y'all want to be thoughts. Do y'all thought shit outside of campus. This is the shit that made me mad. And the thing is, do your shit, right? Listen, we in college. I know that's the time people want to wild out. And the thing is, since we knew their business, we knew that everything that they were saying was real. So it was just like, who is this person? We were beginning to think it was one of us because we were like, yo, who is this person? And we knew it had to be that girl because that girl was like low-key part of the group. Like she hung out with those girls. So I was like, yo, that's y'all friend. Go get that girl. Like, bruh, like go get her before I get her. Like, yo. And this was legit college. Like we're grown. Like everybody is legit like over the age of like 18, 19. And that girl was older than us. So we were freshmen. She was like probably a junior at this point. Like, you're mad old. Or no. She was like a freshman. What the hell? Who is this person? I could have sworn I blocked her. What the hell? Like, she's probably like a person like, no, she had to be like, no. If we were freshmen, she had to be a sophomore because she was there. Was she? No, she was a junior. And then she left because she had got pregnant. So it was just, oh, God, it was a mess. So, you know, it comes to a point where you have to distance yourself when you start seeing signs of a problem. I know there's a lot of you who are probably like, oh, well, that's my friend. Oh, I don't want to be shallow. I don't want to be, you know, a mean person just because, blah, blah, blah. No. When you start seeing red flags, such as someone being promiscuous or someone being shady, someone putting dirt on your name, someone talking shit about you, someone, you know, just exhibiting behavior that you know you don't want in your life, you have to start wondering what your future is going to be like with that person in it. Now, for the most part, I can say I don't talk to most of those girls anymore. I only talk to my roommate. And even at that, like, I don't talk to her as much as I used to, but most of those girls I really don't talk to anymore because a lot of other things ended up happening. If you guys ever saw my roommate horror story, that is what really happened after that. So it was first the stalker thing, then it was the roommate situation. It was just like, I'm over it. Like, it's weird. Like, I still maintain a relationship with them. Like, I still talk to them, and it's like after that, and then the roommate thing was like, yeah, I can't. So it was a lot. So yeah, you have to kind of stay away from people when you start seeing red flags, not when, you know, you start seeing a lot of things happen. Too many people, like when it comes to relationships, when it comes to family, when it comes to friendships, people want to cut things off when it's like you're dead end nail, when you're crying all night, when you got to fight them, when you got to make a story time on YouTube. That's not when you should cut a friendship off. When you cut people off, when you go to therapy, when you literally start seeing that like this person is really starting to like really second guess how you feel about them, that's when you need to start making moves. So yes, girl, distance yourself. Or if you really care about her, have a talk with her. Really be like, hey, I don't like how you're acting. I feel like, you know, you might be causing harm to yourself, and see how she moves. And if she don't give a fuck, be like, all right, bye. I gotta go. Deuces. And it is what it is. Like after that, that's just what you have to do. But sometimes it's just a learning period. Like some people are just going through a phase. Some people are just like that. Like, you know, some people are just kids and do nasty kid shit. I don't know. Some of y'all doing a lot of things at a young age, and I'm just like, I can't relate. Woo. So, second story, and this relates to the title. So, the friend that will be the main source of this story, let's call him Joe, prior to the incidents, had been a friend since middle school. Since a lot of people from our school didn't migrate to our new high school, I clung on to Joe for a while because one, it was hard for me to make friends due to bullying that had been going on for 3 years. At the point, I was so scared of people turning on me and making fun of me. Two, I was quiet and reserved. I had considered Joe a good friend at this point, but he changed completely in our freshman year because I struggled with anxiety. I hadn't made a single friend I didn't already know in the first week, but Joe had plenty. Whenever he was with his new friends and I was alone, he would ignore me or laugh, make a joke about me to his friends. That is not a friend. Let me tell y'all something right now. If you have a friend out there, right, and they're sitting here, I should make a video called How You Know Your Friend Hates You. That's going to be a video idea. How you know your friend hates you. Because this right here is not a friend. Any friend, actually, at this age, it's different when you're adult. I'm the type of person, I rarely bring my friends together as an adult because you have to know who you're dealing with. So I'm going to talk about that a little later. But at this age, when you're in high school, you should be able to bring your friends together because you're all in the same environment. You're all together in the same building, right? However, in this case, you're shy. You don't have many friends. This is your only friend. He's making other friends. I have no idea why he didn't try to bring you in that circle, but instead chose to make fun of you and, you know, be an ass. That is not your friend. The fact that you're sitting here clinging on to him, that's a problem. No, 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 no. Anybody who's going through something like this, make sure you keep these people far away from you as far as possible. These people are fake. They phony. Ain't nothing gonna come from that. These are the type of people you need to watch out for. They snakes. Okay? They snakes. They snakes. These are the type of people that's going to throw you right under the bus. And most importantly, these are the type of people I like to call people pleasers. When people are not around, they're, you know, cool. They're amazing. But when people are around, they'll literally sell their soul for a pack of gum. Okay? They're going to try to be the funniest, the coolest, and the most entertaining people. Okay? They're going to act like they are amazing. Okay, they're gonna try to act like they are like the next Michael Jackson, moonwalk for the white man, especially if they black. Okay, if you go to a predominantly black school or predominantly white school and they're the opposite, they're gonna try to literally clap like a fucking seal for the motherfuckers. Okay, they're gonna try to do backflips in the desert for these motherfuckers with no water. Like, I'm dead serious. A people pleasing person has to be the worst type of person ever. Like, I can't stand those people. These are the type of people that really will do anything for any type of admiration or attention. Like, it's really annoying. And this type of person is really the type of person that literally doesn't give a fuck about you. They only care about acceptance from the other type of person that they're trying to get acceptance for. So, to be honest with you, I already know this is going to be a really bad story. So, and if I was with someone else, he would say loudly, "You have friends?" Wow. Okay, low self-esteem kept me around him still. I hope that this is not a current story. Because if this is an old story, I would assume that you're looking back. If this is a current story, okay, this is how okay, let me just say this right now. If you are someone that writes something like this to me and it happened a couple weeks ago, you clearly know what you're doing. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, if I get through a situation, right, and I'm like, guys, I just broke up with my boyfriend because, you know, I had sex with someone else and I know I was wrong, but I was at my lowest point and I'm suffering through a low self-esteem. You guys are going to look at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? How the hell? You knew you had low self-esteem, then you know what the fuck you were doing. Because it just happened. Now, if I talk about that 10 years from now or 3 years from now, clearly I'm now realizing that I had low self-esteem because I had time to think about it. But if you're talking about that like in present tense, y'all need to learn when to play these cards. I really hope that this is something like you realize and you're now writing about it. You kind of know what you're going through when you're talking about it in a present tense. You can't use these types of cards. You know what that means? Your card's declining. Okay, like, you know when you go to the store and you have no money and they're like, "Excuse me, man, use another card, try again." Declined? You can't do that. Okay? You can't do that. Okay, that means you have to use another card, you have to write another check, or you're going to get called out for fraud. You cannot sit there and say you have low self-esteem, you can't say you're insecure or any of that. That either means you had, like, it doesn't make sense. So I'm hoping that this is an old story, you had time to reflect on it. Because that don't make no damn sense. I really hope. Okay. I met Kevin through Joe and Kevin. Wait. The grammar in here is hard, so I'm trying to like pick it up and fix it as I'm reading. So, and I hope all these names are fake. Because at this point, I already read them out. So if you guys send stories, just understand, please keep them anonymous or make fake names. So I meet Kevin through Joe, and Kevin convinces me to have Huh? Okay. And convinces me to have sex with him. Okay. And he videotapes me without my consent. All right. So this is the part that I had read that led me to write the title. So I did not confront Kevin about this because I was so desperate to be in a romantic relationship. You don't even fucking trust Joe. So I don't even know how the hell you let that man put you in a relationship with anybody, to be honest. Like, child. One last thing before I go. I was so willingly to be sexual because that was all I knew to keep boys around. I had been ignored / made fun of by all of my friends, some family, and especially classmates. I constantly showed myself to pedos because that was the only time anyone ever showed interest in me since I wasn't conventionally attractive and struggled with that reality over time. I say this so young girls know how to carry themselves. This is my biggest fault. There are probably pictures of me out there without my face, thank God. Oh my God. That is very important, guys. If you are ever going to send pictures, don't send pictures. Do not ever send pictures. No face, no case. If you're gonna ever send them, do not put your face in it. I'm telling you, don't do it. But if you're ever gonna do it, don't put your face. But don't do it. But don't, or never any identifiers. No tattoos, no nothing, no birthmarks, no nothing. Just don't send it. But no nothing. Because even if the person doesn't send it, they can be hacked. All types of things can happen. But definitely at least 12-year-old body with which sickens me. Stay safe and make choices. I'm glad that part of my life is over. Too many problems with this story. 12. Yeah, do y'all see the problem here? This is sad. This is really sad. I really feel bad for her. Your friend is horrible. I really hope that you never, ever talk to Joe again. I hope that you never fuck with him. I hope that this is an old story. You're not going through this anymore. I hope that Kevin gets what he deserves. And I really hope that this video is not floating around the internet. And I really hope that, why the hell? Oh my God. I hope that all these people that you are taking pictures for are really going to get what they deserve, because this is really, really sad. I will tell you this right now, that if you are going through something like this, that you really seek some type of psychological help, because this is something that never goes away. People that do these types of things, like, let people abuse them, end up sending pictures to like strangers and pedophiles and stuff like that. They kind of usually have like a lack of attention type of issue where they seek attention anywhere that seems fit. Usually they have, like she said, she was getting bullied. She thought that having sex would, keep boys around and stuff like that. You do not want to end up in that predicament, because it just gets worse as you get older. Next thing you know, you're giving money to boys because you think that's going to make them stay. Then you're going to have babies for men because you think that's what makes them stay. You're going to be buying houses for men because you think that makes them stay. It just becomes worse and worse, and your predicament gets worse and worse. And you have to just end up nipping that in the butt. And I really hope that you're doing better. And that, again, this is an old story. And I hope that you stopped getting bullied and you started standing up for yourself. Bullying is a very serious problem. And I don't understand why kids are such assholes. I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I've been bullied. And all of it is just a hot ass mess. But I've never gotten it or been a bully to this extent. I don't know. Like this, I don't know. I feel like it's getting way worse. A lot of these kids are out here literally committing suicide, and I don't know how to feel about it. Like, little kids are wanting to die, and I really don't know what to make of it. I cannot put myself in the shoes of these kids now, because I'm really afraid to even think about having kids and putting them in school now. Woo! Like, it's so sad. Wow. I really, really hope that all of this works out for you and everyone gets what they deserve. And I'm really happy that this is over. So I'm guessing this is an old story, because it says I'm glad that this part of my life is over. So this is an old story, guys. Old story. So third story. So I recently ended an off and on again friendship with my ex-best friend of 5 years. Oh, 5-year relationships. You know, I say that 5-year friendship and relationships, that's when you see that someone is horrible or not. That's when you know that like you really truly want to be with someone. When you hit that, I would say 3 and 5. So, let's see. I ended our friendship for the same recurring reason why we have on and off again friendship. To be honest, I'm telling you this right now. If you find yourself in a situation where you're constantly having to end a friendship on and off again, or even a relationship, I'm telling you this, like, if you are in a relationship where it's like, we're on a break, you're not on a break, just break up or not. Because next thing you know, you fuck somebody else and now y'all don't know because, oh, you this person said you cheating, but no, you didn't cheat because you was on a break. A break is not a relationship. That is either you together or you not. Figure it out. Okay? Like, y'all need to stop with this shit. Imaginary statuses don't exist. Y'all need to just grow the fuck up with this bullshit. Any fucking way. Um, she lies a lot, and I can never tell what's the truth. All her lies have ended up in me involved in cursing people out because that's my best friend, and I thought I was defending her. I had somebody in my life like this. It wasn't a best friend, but I had somebody in my life like this. And child, I stopped defending people because of this. Because I've always been a person that if I love you or I care about you, I would defend you to the tooth and nail. I stopped defending people a long time ago because of shit like this. Turned out she just spins the narrative of what the real truth is. And it had me being aggressive and bitchy in a sense. She has a lot of boy drama. In middle and high school, she's labeled as a hoe and has had her nudes and video of her sticking a purple Crayola marker up her vag. I did not expect that coming. Why? Girl, that would have been the end of the friendship. Girl, what did you? That's embarrassing. You see, child? What your friends do will affect you. I'm not defending no bitch that has videos of her sticking Crayola crayons up her vagina. Okay. Listen, I've had friends that were promiscuous. I had one best friend that was known for really being promiscuous. Like, and I was best friends with her for a long time. I actually just stopped talking to her maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And she got mad because I told her to get a driver's license, whatever. She might get a story time a long time from now because I really don't care about that girl anymore. But that's a whole another problem within itself. And to be honest with you, she don't got no videos or pictures out there. And she was one of those people that she owned her shit and she was smart about her shit. This right here, wow. Okay. Yes, I know, shocking. Sounds like an attention whore. Sorry. Excuse my French. So my other 2 mutual friends I have with her call me up and are confused over what's happening. They know what the dude, they know, wait, what? They know that the dude she had sex with was her ex and that he threatened her job. Hold up. Hold up. How old is this girl, right? Wait. This girl work? Why is she sticking crayons up her? Wait. I'm confused. Wait. Nah, bro. Nah. I'm thinking we're thinking about like middle school, high school kids, y'all. Y'all, wait. Yo, wait. I'm thinking we're literally talking about like kids. Wait, you a whole adult with a job and you want to make questionable, nasty videos on the internet? You gonna stick Crayola crayons up your bag? Why ain't you buying sex toys? Sis? Let's talk about serious shit right now. Like on probably about like serious. Why ain't you go buy a dildo? Why ain't you go buy a little booty plug? Why ain't you buy something nice for the people? I higher at 14. It is. Even 16. But why is she? I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know. I didn't even think kids could even. But what a person, I don't know. But I'm thinking like the dude threatened to. He threatened her job. I don't know. Are teens really thinking that far? Like, I'm gonna get you threatened, I'm gonna get your job, like, are men thinking it? Well, okay, he's not a Karen, he'd be a Kevin, right? Ah, God, this is, I'm about to throw up my water. I'm so happy I didn't decide to eat in this live. I'm happy this wasn't last week. I was having full-blown jerk chicken, rice, and sweet plantains. Child, I would have threw that right up. Wow. I started telling them I can't believe she would do something like that. How I was just overall upset that she didn't have the guts to be honest with me. What the hell is she gonna be honest? Wait, what are you? Did you see the video? What is there to be honest about? It's on the internet. She about to start her OnlyFans. What are you talking about? What is it? What is it? I'm sorry. Yo, I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. What is there to be honest about? What is you talking about? All right, you know what? I'm confused. What is there to be honest about? Like, you've seen the video. I mean, I'm sure, I hope you don't know what your friend's dad look like, but I'm confused. Like, anyways, while I'm on the one with the, wait, what? While I'm on the one with one, I guess you meant to say phone. While I'm on the phone with one of the mutual friends, we're gonna block the name out. She tells me then that she's been talking to one of my exes, which me and the mutual share. I'm trying to make sense of this. While I'm on the phone with the mutual, wait. What? While I'm on the phone with the mutual, she tells me she's been talking to one of my exes. Oh, the one that's sticking the things up the. Oh. Child. She lied throughout our entire friendship regarding the various men that she would sleep with. She always wanted me and even brought these men around me, even though I was uncomfortable. To be honest, this girl gotta go. She giving me vibes, bro. It's too much. She doing too much. Yo, somebody said she giving me Tana vibes. Yo, I'm sorry. Is this bad for me to laugh? I'm done. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to laugh at y'all pain. Like, I'm really not. I'm really not, but like, oh Lord, this is bad. Like, y'all need to drop these friends. Like, at this point, I'm beginning to think that a lot of people just aren't really well versed in what a good and a bad friend is. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with how you're being treated at home. And how a lot of people are just brought around trash, like whether it's family members, your community, and just how people treat you overall. And I will say, like, a lot of this is just bad. Y'all need to cut all these people off, from the first story to the second story to the third story. All of it is just fucking bad, okay? First things first, if your friends are talking shit about you, you gotta let them go. If your friends are literally afraid to bring the other friends around you, that's a very bad sign. Either they're talking shit about you to those people, or they feel some type of way about you, or they're probably trying to please those other people, and pleasing those other people probably means that they have to make fun of you or make fun of other people in order to please those people. And they're circus monkeys, okay? They are what I like to call people pleasers, and those are the worst type of people to be friends with, okay? Stay away from those people at all costs, or minimize them or love them from a distance, because you don't want to be around them anyway. And most importantly, if you have friends that are promiscuous, you do not want to be around them on a regular basis, because people are going to associate you with that type of behavior. And depending on the type of person you are, if you do not have a strong enough personality to combat that, it's going to reflect badly on you, and it's probably going to be something that you don't want to deal with. I'm telling you right now, personally, it's never really affected me that badly, but I also have a very strong personality and I'll play that shit. But there's a lot of people that I've seen where it's like it does mess them up badly, where as soon as they start hanging out with promiscuous people, they become promiscuous, or they become tempted, or it just taints their reputation too, because they let people see them in that way. You do not want to be that type of person that hangs out with a type of person that's known for something, and now all of a sudden, because you're hanging out with gangbangers, now people think you're a gangbanger. Now cops are knocking at your door. You're hanging out with promiscuous people. Now people think you're a thought. So now people are calling you a thought. And now you can't get in relationships. You're hanging out with, people with bad attitudes. And now people think that you have a bad attitude. So now people are afraid to approach you. You do not want to be in that type of situation. You do not want to be in a situation where, you're damaging your reputation because you want to hang out with people that aren't even doing you much good. Because from all these stories, it doesn't even look like these people are good people. Like, these people are not even doing you much justice. Like, I've seen some stories. Why does this person keep coming back? Oh my Lord. I'm seeing all of these people where it's like sometimes there's good situations where, these people are just not really bad people, where it's just rumors. Like, I did have one friend where people literally would say that she was promiscuous and she really wasn't. It was because that she had brothers and she was always with her brothers, and she was just a tomboy. And since she was always with her brothers had boyfriends, and she was always with boyfriends, a lot of people would just be like, oh well, she's a thought, she was always with boys, but she never did anything. So there are very rare cases where a lot of people's reputations really are up to their demise. And every single time I would hang out with her, a lot of people would be like, oh my God, why would you hang out with her? She's a hoe. Like, even my parents would be like, oh, don't hang out with that girl, she's a hoe. And I'm like, no, she's not. So sometimes you need to really, really be that type of person to really just source someone out, feel them out, and see why you want to be friends with someone, how do they treat you, and just really see how that person is to you in that friendship. And when it comes to relationships, it's just even worse. And I know a lot of people get mad about this, but it is what it is. Like, a lot of people like to say that it's, kind of toxic or whatever, to say that you can't break out of what your parents have laid for you, or how your parents treat you. But at the end of the day, the way your parents treat you will legitimately set the path for how you see other people, and how you seek other relationships. The way your dad treats you, the way your mom treats you, will determine how you let others treat you, either in relationships or in friendships. If you go through a situation where you've been neglected, where you've been abused, where you've been constantly screamed at, where you've been hit and all of that is going to determine the type of person that you choose to be with. And believe it or not, whether it's subconscious or not, all of that is something that all of us are going to come to terms with. And honestly, it's crazy because I've had such a horrible week this week. Like, I've been so depressed and all that. And I'm now coming to terms with my childhood trauma that I forgot all about. So, a lot of it has to come, a lot of it really has to do with if we care to realize it or not, care to actually go to therapy to work through it, or even just meditate, figure it out. But people be thinking it's a game. It's really not a game. Like, your relationships, your friendships, all of that has a lot to do with it. Your friendships, your relationships, the people that you have in your life, all of that, the way you respond to all of this is a direct reflection of how you grew up. You cannot sit there and just let people disrespect you and act like all of this is something. Thank you, that one peach. Have someone my money. What? Thank you. Like, all of this is a lot. Like, y'all be thinking that this shit is a game, but it's not. Like, sometimes you just really have to think about these things before you get into relationships, especially. But friendships are just as equally important. And sometimes you just got to cut somebody off and just love them from a distance, or just don't love them at all. Friends are not that serious. And I think I read somewhere that apparently the lifespan of a friendship is about 5 to 7 years anyway. It's not that damn serious. Sometimes you just outgrow a friendship and you just got to keep pushing. Like, you just got to move on. It is what it is. So yeah, that's it for these stories. Wow, I got this done in a little under an hour. So yep, I think that is it. I think Yes. Yep. That's it. I think 1, 2, 3. Yep. 3 story. Wait. Why did she write that? I'm sorry, y'all. My older sister wrote some nonsense up here. I don't know why she wrote that. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else I have left to say. Unless you guys got any questions. I'm shocked I finished this early. Let me check my little to-do list. See what I got to do. I know I do have to edit, which is very depressing. I should have made my editors just edit my Haitian channel videos, but I decided to do that myself. But let me see. I'm supposed to be taking a walk. Oh, I cleaned. Didn't set up my emails. Yeah, I'm supposed to be editing. Oh yeah, let's see. Have some of my money. Oh, that's what you meant to say. Thank you, Peach. Oh Lord. But yeah, I think that is it. And yep, I think my next one should be next week. I actually will be in Mexico the following week. My anniversary is on Wednesday. Yes, my anniversary is on Wednesday. I had to make sure it wasn't this week. Well, it is this coming week. It's not this week, y'all. My mind's been all over. When you work for yourself, you never know what day it is. I'll tell you that much. I have to really always look at my phone. So yes, my anniversary is on Wednesday. My man is flying me out to Mexico for 8 days, so I will literally not be in the country all of the following week. So everything's going to be pre-scheduled. So there will not be a live that following week. So I will definitely be here the week next week. It's going to be great. So follow me on IG. It's going to be lit. And Media Hustle has just been incorporated. Make sure you guys follow that. Everything you need is going to be in the description box down below. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the Haitian channel. It's lit, Haitian voodoo politics and all the creepy things that you guys care about over there. Thank you guys so very much for tuning into The Mafia Speaks. And make sure you guys send your stories only to the Mafia Speaks Gmail. Some of you guys have been sending it to my professional one. Please do not do that. Please do not do that. I'm gonna get very, very upset. Please. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, do all that. And I'm gonna see y'all next time. Bye.